Hey y'all, I'm Cora, and I'm here with Jonathan, event coordinator, everything coordinator of Atsuko. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Now, can you tell us a little bit about Atsuko?
Yeah, of course. So, we are a licensed anime apparel brand. We have a little bit of streetwear vibes, but we typically tend to focus on just wearability as more of what we're into and bringing like a bit more fashion forward pieces into the space. Yeah, so this weekend we're out here with some of our favorite pieces from a couple of our favorite animes and just trying to spread the love to the community.
That's awesome. I've seen your stuff online before, and like I've been a little envious of it and just like wanting to get some. So this is like perfect. I can actually see it and touch it. Fantastic. Do you guys do a lot of cons over the years?
So we do a lot of the major cons, honestly. We're trying to get into some smaller ones. We're really happy to be here at San Diego because we haven't been for a couple of years, and it's obviously a dream con. Yeah. But we just got done with Anime Expo. We'll be at New York Comic Con at the end of the year as well at the Javits, which is going to be super exciting. If you guys are out there, you should definitely swing by.
Oh, absolutely. So I noticed you have a lot of different collections, like a lot of different series in your repertoire, and they all have a lot of like their own style with them. How do y'all coordinate the styles?
So I think for us, we like to take inspiration from the anime itself and kind of pull the fan service things that we feel are necessary without going over the top, which is why you kind of see a lot of our stuff is a bit more toned down and focused on wearability. So we always try to keep fan perspective first. But me personally, I love to like focus on the materials and the bodies because I think for us what we want to be is a brand that people can feel like they can wear out and about their day-to-day jobs, to go out to dinner and not necessarily just be con wear or streetwear. We really try and focus on making sure that people just feel good in whatever it is that they're wearing.
See, I like that. That's important in nerd fashion, I think.
I agree, because like you want to showcase your fandom, but like some of the things within the space obviously do that a little bit obnoxiously. So it's nice to have pieces to fall back onto that you can just wear with whatever your favorite shoes are, like your normal jeans that you wear, and feel good when you step out.
Yeah. So what is your favorite collection that y'all have done so far?
Favorite collection so far, I would definitely say was the Pokemon collection that we just did for Anime Expo a couple weeks ago. Super beautiful. We kind of inspired it off of like 80s vintage like running wear and sportswear. Yeah, obviously Pokemon is one of my favorites, so I was very lucky to be able to be involved in it.
And that also just fits like with the Pokemon Go explosion as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like it encouraged people to get out and move. This stuff seems like it would encourage you to get out and move as well.
And we got that comment a lot, and it was absolutely unintentional in my mind when like looking at the stuff. But when people were in the tracksuit that we made, we kept getting the comment that they felt like they were a Pokemon trainer because it was like such a cohesive outfit with hat, and like after everyone started saying it, I was like, oh, you're right. Like, but I think that's the cool thing is like we come from different perspectives and we're still able to have fans that come up with things that we're not even thinking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like when you were talking about how you try to tailor it to the show, you did such a good job with that specifically, and just with the others as well, that it just fits seamlessly into like the show itself.
Yeah. I think that's the big thing for us is just trying to make it an experience, but also trying to make it feel like we're a part of the community and that anyone can come up here and wear the clothing that we have.
All right, now I'm gonna have a big question for you. If you could work with any franchise at all, like no holds barred, which franchise would y'all like to make clothing for?
That is a very long dream list of mine. Honestly, if I had to say, I would say Final Fantasy or Kingdom Heart, personally. I also really have an obsession with Shin-Chan, which I know is a bit of a more obscure one, so that's obviously a dream one of mine as well.
I gotta say, if you do a Final Fantasy and or a Kingdom Hearts one, I am gonna go broke. I'm just gonna buy the whole both of the whole collection.
Perfect. I'll send you the link as soon as it goes up.
Oh no, I may have dug my grave, but that's all right.
Kingdom Hearts 2, I feel like would be so good because it's so underrepresented from an apparel perspective. They have a lot of like tchotchke collabs, you know, like little collectibles, but collabs, it's typically just like tees and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'd love to do it justice and like build out like an actual cut and sew collection for it.
Yeah, especially with how many different outfits Sora has, I'm surprised people don't do much more with that than just here's another figure doing the same pose in a different outfit.
And it's crazy because the figures always perform. Like I feel like, and I always see the cosplay at every show, and I'm just like, please.
Well, we'll be rooting for those collaborations because I personally want them. Thank you so much for talking with us today. It's been a lot of fun.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Be sure to check out their merchandise at
Shop Atsuko.
And please give them your money. Like, look at this. It's gorgeous.